Ladies and gentlemen, good Sunday. Oh my God, that Shure mic sounds good. I think I'm still particular to my Rode mic. What is your thoughts? Rode mic, Shure mic. Does it matter? Makes the voice sound so good. But nothing that I do could sound as great as our brother. I hope this Sunday is going great for you. Listen. Chris Stapleton starting over. How many of you have had to start over? Right when you think you're getting to a point in life that you really got it together. Then bang, something happens by the destruction of your hands, or you've done something wrong, or something outside of your control happens, and then you have to start over. I'm here to tell you that will happen many more times in your life. And starting over is not always a curse. Sometimes it's your biggest blessing. All right, let's get into a Chris Stapleton starting over.
Okay. One.
I love the studio setup.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah, soulful brother. Nothing like an acoustic guitar.
Well, the road rolls out like a welcome mat to a better place than the one we're at. And I ain't got no kind of plan that I've had on this town I can stand. And I got friends out on the coast. We can jump in the water and see what flows. We've been saving for a rainy day.
Saving for a rainy day.
Let's beat the storm and be on our way. And it don't matter to me wherever we are, where I wanna be. And honey, for once in our lives, let's take our chances and roll the dice. I can be your lucky penny. Be my four-leaf clover, starting over.
Look at his wife in the background singing.
This might not be an easy time. There's rivers to cross and hills to climb. Some days we might fall apart. And some nights might feel cold and dark. But nobody wins afraid of losing. And the hard roads are the ones we're choosing. Someday we'll look back and smile and know it was worth every mile. It don't matter to me wherever we are, where I wanna be. And honey, for once in our lives, let's take our chances and roll the dice. And I can be your lucky penny. You can be my four-leaf clover. Starting over.
Starting over.
Starting over.
Wow.
Starting over.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Stapleton and his lovely wife starting over. I have a question I didn't catch. It says a Mercury Nashville release. I didn't catch the name of that studio. I would like to know, is that somebody's house? Is that a professional recording studio? But it was a beautiful setup. Looked like it was very spacious. The energy was beautiful in there. Starting over is never easy. Sometimes it's necessary for you to come into fruition to your gift. Let me say it again. Starting over is never easy, but sometimes it's necessary for you to come into fruition to your gift. Is there anyone in here? I'm a numbers guy. One, if you're starting over, maybe a relationship didn't work out, maybe the pandemic hit you years ago and shifted your career. Maybe just life is throwing a change at you. I pray, whatever direction you're going in, I pray that you're starting over makes you become the best version of you. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't ever judge yourself by your errors and your mistakes. It doesn't mean that we aspire for bad conduct. It just means it's not the sum and totality of who we are. One of my daughters said to me the other day at the wedding, not the one that was getting married, but my middle-aged one, Chandra, I love you for this. She said, Daddy, or Pops, that's what she called me, you are not your bad mistakes. It brought tears to my eyes. Because if there's ever a flawed man on paper, it's me. If there's ever a man that just looks terrible on paper, it's me. When I was young, I was angry. I fought a lot. I didn't really do good in school until my second mother, Ellen Goodwin Hanson, came into my life and gave me a better life. What would I do without you? What would I do without you? What would I do without you, Mother? What would I do without you? You gave me a great life. Such a great life that I get teary-eyed thinking, where would I be without her? 14 years old, my birth mother was sick. Starting over. I had to start over. I was a child. My birth mother was sick. And a teacher, two teachers took an interest in me. Debbie Pyatt, I'm going to send this link to you. She's alive and well and thriving and doing great out in California. I love you, Miss Debbie Pyatt. You took an interest in me as a fifth grader. A child that was poor. I looked forward to going to school. I was embarrassed because of the clothes I had, but I looked forward to going to school because of the food. We were so hungry. In the fifth grade, you took interest in me. The school thought I was a slow child because I had a hard time learning. Some of the most brilliant minds, teachers, I'm telling you, listen to me when I say this. My life was changed by teachers. Debbie Pyatt and Ellen Hanson, Ellen Goodwin, changed the trajectory of my life. My mother was a beautiful woman. She was mentally and physically sick at this time, and I had to start over. I was invited to come and live with them, and they took me in and raised me and did a good thing. My mother, I never stopped loving my mother. When you're 14 and 15 and life gets good for you, I moved in with them and life was great. I will give the story, the whole story in my podcast series, but you see it opens the floodgates for me. I just want to say that my start over was a great thing for me. I love you, Mother. You see me giving tribute to my mother, Betty Spillman. I have another mother, Ellen Hanson, who has been amazing to me. Ellen Goodwin, amazing to me. Her and Gary Goodwin changed the trajectory of my life. Debbie Pyatt, I thank you. I honor you. I love you guys. Starting Over by Chris Stapleton. Let me tell you, I'm getting sad. From a child that wasn't supposed to make it, here I have a beautiful life. I'm a husband, a father. I have my own business. I have grandchildren. I do a podcast. God has let my voice be heard around the world, as small as this channel is. Through the reactions, He's let my voice be heard. I communicate with people from Korea, Australia, Africa, all over in the Americas, all around the world by this channel. Don't ever count yourself out. Some of the best people have the hardest beginnings. It doesn't mean that God doesn't love you. He just gives His greatest test to His greatest. I thank you. I honor you. Chris Stapleton, Starting Over. Sharing with Sean Spillman. If you'd like to donate to the page, we'd love it. God bless you.